Hello Taurus, and welcome to your April 2022 reading. So I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card, I have the Two of Swords. So right there at the beginning of a month, there's a decision. Aries had a decision right at the beginning of the month also. So the fact that you're close here, the energies are pretty close on this level. The second card that I have is the Star. And the Star is all a question of aligning ourselves with, our star cluster, our star cosmic intelligence, the link with our soul. That's why it's going to be our aspiration. It's going to be this level of consciousness of our true self, the soul having a human experience, not the persona, not the not the clothes, and not the emotional baggage either. We are pouring all of this away. And then I have an Ace of Swords. So in something that you were ambiguous about, maybe that you were holding two truths here, at the end of the month, you will have one. It might have to do with the Divine Masculine, which was the bottom of the deck, but here I have my helper, Mr. Black Buddy, just here, and he shoved this one and showed the Ten of Swords under it. So might be associated with the Divine Masculine. And the Divine Masculine, I'm not talking about men. I'm talking about how people and us, we act, how the decision we make, how we move out there, how we honor ourselves, how we speak our truth, how we go for our desires, how we make our decisions, how we find solutions, how we support ourselves and allow support and so on. Not allow, that would be the Queen, but anyway, you see what I mean. So okay, Two of Swords. Under the Two of Swords, I have the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Wands. And under that, Eight of Swords. So 8, 8. Eight of Wands. Things are moving. We're making moves from our higher self, from the happy Ten of Cups state of being, which is that this is when light is in every cup, every drop of water within ourselves, and that's what creates a rainbow. Or I am stuck in my head, analysis paralysis. This is your decision. Am I going to be in action? Because we do have the new moon in Aries, which will want to, put you into action here. Am I in action from, let's say, a high vibrational water state of being? Or am I in my head analyzing? And we see this again here with under the Star, we have the Three of Cups, which is, again, waters that are celebrating, rejoicement, the people around us. And under that, I have an Ace of Pentacle and two nines this time. Nine of Sword or Nine of Cup. So, Nine of Cup, am I going to be here? That pentacle, that new beginning, that solid thing from a wish fulfilled? Or is it going to be more of an source of anxiety, of worry? I think for it to be enlightened, it has to be aligned with the Star, with who you are. And therefore it needs to be released of all of the truths that maybe you associated with more troubled waters. Okay? Under our Ace of Swords, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Swords. So So we're happy to see the Wheel of Fortune, of course, because you see that Ace of Sword, the Sphinx has it in his hands. Seven of Sword, this is all this empowerment that we can feel, that, you know, things happen to us, or that we kind of, you know, I don't have what it takes, or this is always what happens to me, or these are beliefs that remove our power. The Thief in the Night. I was so screwed by the Divine Masculine here. I hit my 10 of Swords. I know exactly, you know, how I was hurt and so on. I see now, therefore, I am not robbed of my power because of beliefs that I have. So let's clarify this for you, Taurus. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Taurus for the month of April 2022. For their better path. All right. One more time. And so we are going to look at the Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords there? And there is you, the Pope. So this is all about using your discernment. This is like, you know, discernment given by Jupiter here. As above, so below. So it's a decision on how to apply cosmic morality, cosmic knowledge, the High Priestess here, into your life. And here your decision is based, you know, on this. If you have a belief that it's always like that, 3 cups on the ground, that's what I've known until now. And the universe is trying to bring you something completely different here. As long as your truth is that it's going to be 4 of cups, it's always going to be this, then that's going to be your reality. And that's why you need to use your Pope, your discernment, to bring you out of the 4 of cups, which is in a way an emotional prison. You have the mental prison here with the 8 of Swords, but this is the emotional prison also. Okay, so let's look at the star. Let's look at the star. So here we have the 10 of Cups. Here we have our Emperor. And here we have our 7 of Cups. 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups. 8 of Swords, 8 of Cups. 9 of Swords, 9 of Cups. 7, 8, 9 in the Swords and the Cup. How your emotions and your mental are so close one to another here. You're actually going to make this month with those two driving at the same time. That would be like having your heart line and your head line super close to one another here in your hand. And of course, we're dealing with the Divine Masculine. So 7 of Cups, this is when we still carry a lot of our pain, our wounds, you know. And so when it comes to what we can accomplish in our life, our ambition, our masculine side, you know, and how the other, you know, outside treated us, we're either going into fantasy, Seven of Swords, where we can make ourselves the little movies of everything is amazing, and at the same time the little horror story of it's awful, I'm gonna be betrayed, they're gonna, you know, rob me, or whatever your favorite nightmare is. That's the Seven of Cups. There's nothing we can really rely on. So is it going to be Seven of Cups, or is it going to be 10 of Cups? My emotions are all processed, so when it comes to the Divine Masculine, I can actually exchange, enjoy. That's why there's a woman and a man, a Divine Feminine, a Divine Masculine, and even here the children as it is passed on and shared. So this is the star, the fact of clearing the water and realigning towards faith. It's almost, that means that you're going to gain back your faith in the Divine Masculine here, or understand something about it that's going to help you gain back your faith. Okay, let's look at that ace. Thank you. That Ace of Sword. Magician. And of course that is going to help you to be in your power, your own masculine. Knight of Wands. There's your Mars new moon energy happening here. I'm gonna go for it. Yes. Courage. In the moment. Action. After this this, you know, understanding this, deciphering this, you're gonna go into action, being much more in your power when it comes to what you want to create, how you want to bring yourself, what you want to bring as above so below through yourself, and that has to pass through your masculine, of course. There you go. Let's look at that 10 of Cups and the 10 and the 8 of Wands. Oh yes, it was an eight of Swords. Yes, it's there. 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands, not 8 of Cups. Ah, well, under the Pope, here we have the High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles, and that is you. So it opened right there. Under it I have the Two of Swords. So it's really a link here of what's my truth. Very throat chakra. And there's a truth of your soul, and there's the truth of your baggage, let's say. And you're going to make that decision and apply it into this life. 8 of Swords. Chariot and Knight of Pentacle and the Chariot, and that is with the 8 of Swords. So, you know, 8 of Swords, we don't move, we don't do nothing, we're stuck in that mental jail. Hangman here, but the Chariot, it's actual movement forward, because we are mastering our mind, we are mastering our 8-pointed star here of this is what I want to manifest, this is what my reality should be, this is where I'm gonna head. What was under here? Oh yeah, 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups. Let's look at your 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. All right. So I have the 6 of Wands, and I have the 5 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles. So if the people around you, and that's why, you know, it's all going to be a decision of, if the people around you, Three of Cups is also often our social network, and, you know, do I celebrate with them, or do I feel disempowered? Do I feel lost in having a hard time reading how they're feeling and all of this? Should I remain all closed and protected and prove myself that I was right not to trust the people around me, that they are a source of anxiety and all of that? Or should I go to the next level, allow this pentacle to come in, acknowledge myself, understand what it was all about? Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, or Nine of Swords? Yeah. So, yeah, in order for it to be Nine of Cups, that means that you need Eight of Cups to leave your old baggage behind. Nine of Wands, so that you're not afraid of what will come towards you. Six of Swords, Four of Swords, so that you can heal. And here, heal your Five of Cups, your old sadnesses and things like that, so that you can actually Ace of Cup, Ace of Pentacle, receive love, inspiration, grace, and a pentacle worth something solid, something concrete. It can be a new friend, because of the Three of Cups there, a new partnerships, a new project that is aligned with your soul. But as long as you foresee it as something that can bring anxiety, that can bring, sadness and all of that, of course you will not be in the flow of life and so on. If all of this is associated with sadness and so on, it's going to be blocked, it's going to be closed. Oops. Let's look at what was there. Oh yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. Yes. Of course, you need to get out of your mental prison. That's why that Ace of Swords is very important, so that you can follow your inner light. In the next moon, as you're going to grow, old stuff is going to come up. Either I get lost in there and I reclose myself and nothing happens and it's true I was screwed, or I am actually owning and mastering my waters here, following my light, following what is true to me, aligning myself with my soul. That is going to be my truth. So there's these two things at the same time. The Wheel of Fortune, this is really because you're going to find your truth and you are going to have the confidence to follow your light. You will not let yourself be disempowered by something that you believed you didn't have what it takes, or that it was due to your past experience in it or whatever, but you felt disempowered towards it. Death. And here is the Knight of Wands. There's your Aries. So I think it's really how you're going to present yourself out there. And you're going to let die all of the emotional baggage, the old stuff from the bottom of the sea that brought insecurities. In a way, this is like making the decision of who you are, and am I going to give my power to my insecurities, to my old wounds? That when an opportunity comes, or how am I going to deal with something, these things come up. putting me more on a hold than actually moving forward, following my light, following who I am. That is the decision that you are going to have the opportunity to make this month, Taurus. Taking charge of your life and your ambition and your aspiration. This is what it's all about. So I'm going to call this taking charge. Because, you know, it's very masculine. It's very 10th house of how you deal with the masculine outside of you, but also your own, your ambition and your goals. Going for your goals. There you go. Going for your goals. On this, my beautiful Taurus, I'm going to send you all my love and light. And thank you so much for sharing, watching, commenting. It touches me so much. I read all the comments. And of course, subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, the description is below. There's an email. You write to me, I write to you back. Thank you also for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And of course, you're going to get this on the 1st. The new moon is on the 1st. That means that I am actually going to take the names and make my of the ones of you that gave donations and do my ceremony on that night for the new moon in Aries. So it will be to bring you the fire and the energy that you will need all through the next 6 months until it's the until it's the full moon in Aries, of course, for your better path. Yes, so until, thank you, namaste, love and light, and I'll see you next month.